Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be playing some Gran Turismo 5 via the RPCS3 emulator. So I'm using the latest version as of the time of making this video, so by the time you give it a try, it may be newer than the one I'm using, which isn't an issue. As long as you're not using anything older, it should work fine. So when it comes to the RPCS3 emulator, the bulk of the performance comes from your CPU, and I'm using the Ryzen 7 9800X 3D with a overclock boost of 5.6 gigahertz. Under heavy load it'll be around 5.4, 5.3ish, and I'm also using the RTX 5090, but it's not really going to be a massive contribution to the performance. It'll be around about 25 to 30% load at max. So let's go into the settings of Gran Turismo 5. So for the CPU, I'll be using the recompiler LLVM for both SPU decoder and PPU decoder. The only setting you really need to change here is the SPU block size. Change that from safe to mega. And that's it. In terms of the GPU, you want to make sure, I would strongly recommend locking the game to 60 FPS. You can go to 120 and above, but for me, it seems to give you a much more frame spike experience. It's not very smooth, and the game feels like it's slightly accelerated. So I'd recommend 60 FPS, which was how the game was intended to be played. In terms of the Z-call accuracy, you have that at precise, which is the slowest. And anisotropic filtering can be put at 16 times. You want to keep the default resolution at 1280 by 720p, but you can upscale it by 300% to get to 4K, which makes it look nice and sharp, brings out all that detail that was lost. You will need a slightly better GPU to pull this off, but again, GPU is not such a massive deal to run this emulator. Resolution scale threshold, I got that 16 by 16, and output scaling, I got that by, I think that's bilinear. In terms of shading mode, I've got that at async and nothing on the additional settings. Now you want to go to the advanced tab, have accurate RSX reservation access checked, as well as PPU non-Java mode and PPU/SPU LLVM pre-compilation. That needs to be checked as well. Under exclusive full screen mode, you want to have atomic, and that is pretty much it. Finally, on the debug tab, you need to have disable Z-call occlusion queries checked. And you should have a good experience playing Gran Turismo 5. I'm using my PlayStation 5 pad, so let's just jump straight into it. Let's close these two down. I'm going to play with my custom settings, of course. So the game will do some CPU module caching, and after that you should be able to get access straight to the game. If you've never played this before, you may have more modules to cache, but it's not a very long process providing your CPU can handle it. Okay, so straight into the main menu. It will cap at 30 FPS for that, but as soon as you go onto your car selection and your race selection, it'll jump back up to 60. So I'm just going to race at intermediate B level. I'm out of practice, so I'll start off with one of my favorite circuits, trial mounting. I think I'll use the CT230R. Why not? So I'll kick things off in chase camera, and I'll move on to the cockpit camera just to give you guys two different perspectives. So the intro is a little bit choppy at times, and it doesn't always lock to 60 FPS, just like the replays, but while you're in race, it's usually fine. Not a bad start. It's a shame we never got GT Sport. I do remember that being on the Steam leak with all the other PlayStation games that finally actually got to to PC eventually. We did end up getting God of War and all the others that were advertised. We still haven't got GT Sport, so hopefully that will still happen. I'd love to have a Gran Turismo game officially supported on the PC. Let's see if I can get by these guys cleanly. A little bit too heavy on the brake, fellas. Got a better exit. Should be able to shoot past him. Got time, I'll wait. Went in a little bit too hot there. Better exit there. Okay, in third place. Well, fourth place actually. Right, I'm going to go to cockpit mode now. As you can see, it's a little bit darker inside, but the cars sound considerably better in cockpit mode. That's one thing I've always found with Gran Turismo games. The audio for the cars are not exactly as good as Forza. I always thought Forza did a better job in that department, but the handling has always been very good on Gran Turismo games. As you can see, the game is working very, very smooth at 60 FPS. Now you could of course go to 120 FPS or above, but in my experience it doesn't play as smooth because of the variable frame rate. When you lock it to 60, there's barely any frame spikes. Right, let's try and do them on the outside. Let's keep it out of barriers. Nicely done. Let's chase down number one now. Took a little bit too much curb there. I think I can catch him. Gotta get a good exit here. Okay, go back to the chase cam now. See how the car sounds considerably different. Can't really hear the turbo too much from the outside. Man, this car's quick. Still believe I'll be able to catch him. Gaining ground. Good that the developers got the RPCS3 working in such good shape now. I remember when it first started, this game used to have all sorts of artifacts when you used to load it up, but now it looks amazing. Let's go up the inside. Just about kept it out the barrier. Should be good from here. You can still hear a little bit of crackling audio, so it's not perfect yet, but it's getting there. Open up this corner as much as we can. Roll it round. Yeah, I'm in the clear now. Good exit speed. Nice little win. So as you can see, you know, you don't use much GPU while you're in the race, but when you're in the replays, you can see it jumps all the way up to 80%. So that's when the RTX 5090 is required to push the frame rate. But it's such a high detailed replay, it makes sense. You can't even lock 60. Unfortunately, but a replay still plays smooth enough. I think it drops down into the 40s at times, but other than that, where it matters in the race is very, very smooth. Amazing looking game though for a PS3 game. Anyway, let's jump into another race and another stage, another car. Just to show you that it is working pretty good now. So again, intermediate B. I think that's my level at the moment. Let's go with the high speed ring. Another one of my favorite tracks. I think I'll go with something that I enjoy driving, like the Audi R8. Not too sure about the hard tires though. I think I'll go with mediums. I'll do. Okay, I'm going to try and get a good start. Audi R8 should have enough pace though to outpace them. Considerably louder than the other car I was driving. I'm going up the outside and the inside. Nice, the car's got supreme grip. Almost lost it there. Lost a bit of time. I'll tell you what though, I am impressed just how good the car models look, but we'll give it to the Japanese there. Very, very good with the details. Especially in low poly situations, it still looks like an accurate Audi R8. Try to go up the inside. Try and do this clean. This isn't bumper cars. Tuscan Speed 6 in front of me. I don't think TVR are around anymore, which is a shame. I always loved the TVR Speed 12. Slammed the door on me. That BMW wasn't having any of it. I'm gonna go to the cockpit view now. Show you how it looks inside. A little bit of a flicker there, so when you change view, a lot of shaders need to be compiled on the fly. So sometimes if the shaders ain't compiled quick enough, you'll see a bit of an artifact or a flicker. Once things are settled down, it should be okay. But where this game used to be, this is miles better now. Almost lost it there. One more lap to go after this. I've got to chase down number one. I definitely got the pace to do so. Stay in the cockpit view for a little bit longer, then I'll go back to the chase cam. Get a better exit and I should be able to get past you. Trying to clean this, but done the job. Go back to the chase cam. Should be smooth sailing from here. That quick little adjustment of the light, you pretty much blind for a few seconds, so get a little bit apprehensive, not too sure if you should keep your foot in or not, but my confidence is starting to come back with this stage because I've forgotten it, but job done though. Easy win in the end. So that was just a look at Gran Turismo 5 on the PlayStation 3. As you can see, it's working pretty well. Still a bit of improvement, especially with the audio. That could be improved. There's a bit of crackling there. But when you upscale it to 4K, it looks absolutely amazing. So fair play to the RPCS3 emulator developer. Doing some good work there. Hopefully continue to improve things. And then we can get these games running perfectly. Anyway guys, I think I'll leave it there. Thanks very much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video.